I'm Chloe and I'm doing my PhD in cancer research. I'm in my final year right now, so almost finished. Yeah, so I've applied for one with the Community Health Council. So they are responsible for keeping the NHS services accountable and what patients want. And their next project is about the cancer patient experience. So their first step in that is they are going to produce a cancer experience survey. So I'm going to be helping develop that survey and patient information packets to start that project off. I was coming towards the end of my PhD, so I'm starting to think about what I wanted to do next. And in academia, you feel like the next step has to be a postdoc and stay in the system. But I was kind of realising it wasn't what I wanted to do, and had no idea what to do other than academia, because my whole career so far had been just going to run my own lab one day, so everything on my CV had been aimed towards that. And now I realised I didn't want to do academia, and was like, I have nothing on my CV which is non-academic or a bit more broad. So that's why I thought I should try and get some work experience. And I went for a careers appointment first, just to talk about different options. And then they said, well, you might as well do some work experience, keep an eye out, and that might help you decide what you want to do and make you feel more confident going into a career outside academia. So initially I went to this careers appointment, which I found out about that at the Doctoral Academy induction session. And then while I was at this careers appointment just talking about different options, she mentioned all of the different work experiences and like the careers portal, and I found it on there. I'm doing an insight work experience project, so it's quite flexible. It's only a few hours a week, and I think maximum 70 hours the whole project. So I'm just slotting it in when I have a bit of free time. I think you can do it remotely as well, my project. So I'm just fitting it around my lab experiments. So with my talks with the careers service, I've realised I want to go into a role called a medical science liaison, and that is essentially you are a healthcare consultant and a scientific expert for a pharmaceutical company in a specific area. So I would go for cancer. And a big part of that is communicating with doctors and patients and communicating ideas and information back to the company. So being involved with the Community Health Council in collecting data from patients is really going to help me with that. So work experience project's all about collecting data, and that's the main role of my PhD. So all the way my ability to plan experiments and know the right way to collect the data that I need to get, that will really help when I come to design this survey. And we have to do lots of science communication in my PhD, which will really help when I have to make this patient information pack and present information clearly and concisely. So I want to have some more skills on my CV which are less specific to my PhD, or a bit more broad, and some more soft skills. And I want to be more involved with cancer research at more of a patient level, because what we do in the lab is quite taken away from that. It's quite set back, so it would be nice to get stuck into something a bit more patient-based and translational. So I think really give it some thought, because I'd never thought about doing it at all. I didn't think I would gain anything extra. I thought a PhD, that's enough skills, it's enough to do whatever I want after. And now I'm realising this just makes you more unique, because more and more people are having PhDs now, so you really need something different to make you stand out. And I think a short-term work experience is a really valuable thing to have on your CV.